Hey, what's up, people? It's 4 and 2K. At the 4 and 2K channel. Say what's on your mind. Today I've been thinking about what's going on with Tommy Sotomayor lately. And a lot of different YouTubers been, I guess, some of them have been pissed off because a lot of things are getting, talking about women, how certain women act on, the same old backwards knowledge that we don't need. You know what I mean? The stereotype. Just one black woman acting crazy on an airline destroyed it for everybody else. And I guess this guy's pretty upset. Donald Washington. He's starting to create these videos. So I want you to see. I don't want you to see the beginning of it because you can see right now. You can just go on his site. You know what I mean? I described to him. Go on there, and you'll see the video yourself. But I'm just gonna point out some videos, some parts to it. And that's all he been talking about is Tommy, so I figure I'll let it go, right? Just for a second.
Yeah. Wait. I don't care about nothing you gotta say. Yeah. It don't matter. God, thank you for me. You know what? You don't pray about stuff. Get out the plane, because you ain't going to heaven. Yeah, this.
And those ignorant fools always talking about their religion.
Good. You ain't going to heaven either.
Jesus. Hey, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
You going to hell. That's hell that way. Hell is that way. Y'all going to hell. Hell is that way.
The donkey of the day.
Hey, hell is that way. Yep, I know. A monkey too. I look like a monkey too. Why? Who? They put me off the plane, but y'all gotta go first, nigga. Come on, I flex on all y'all goddamn flight attendants.
I fix it now, y'all think and they think this is cute. The sad part is she's gonna upload this. She's recording this.
Right.
This is her recording.
He's right about
she
that.
Think this is cute. And the saddest part is she has it done. Oh my goodness. He's somebody's mother acting like this.
Nigga, I'm not getting out this way. Y'all can
You not cussing.
deplaying it. Y'all can do whatever y'all want. Y'all can pray about it. Ain't nobody going to Las Goddamn Vegas, Nevada without Superior Alley. Today.
I don't know, between me and you, I would have just asked them to reimburse me some of my money for my plane ticket. That was the first thing when it came out my mouth. And you better do it. You know what I'm saying? You are going to reimburse me for me getting out of my plane, getting off the plane. And then how long, you know what I mean? To me, from here to Florida, it takes like a minute, right? I'm going to Florida and she starts acting up on the plane. You know what I mean? Blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? I have to get off the plane. You're going to pay me for my time. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to penalize I know I can't penalize her, but I'm going to penalize the plane, whatever plane I'm using. You know what I mean? What airline I'm using, I'm going to penalize them. I'm like, yo, you're going to kick me some money back. I don't give it, really. Because sometimes this does happen even on trains. Trains like this, but they have more police on the train, so she don't act up as much. But when you're on she could have waited until they took off in the air and been halfway there or something to open her mouth for stupid. Nobody wouldn't have cared. But like in the beginning, everybody's trying to just get on there. And you hear how important it was. I understand it. But you hear how important it was for her daughter that's going to do better than her. That she couldn't shut her mouth. You know what I mean? And that's sometimes some women are ignorant. You know what I mean? There's nothing you can do about it. It's just how life really is, right? Let me get back to this.
Not on flight gate B12. How y'all doing? Konnichiwa. Hi, welcome to America. Welcome to America. Thank you for coming.
Wow.
You gotta look at her like, oh my God, these people are bananas. Literally.
To America, come back soon. Yeah.
That's crazy.
You can everyone get off.
Yeah, baby,
You're gonna
Hey,
everyone.
hey, I'm not getting off till Jesus get off. Who? Yeah, I fly the plane by myself. I know how.
I fly plane by myself.
Yeah, you're not finna tell me to slide over, cuz. Yeah. We'll start a ride in here today.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Love, spirit allies. So y'all come on, yeah. I'm gonna pray about you. Make sure you read your library books, Miss Light. You look like a damn librarian anyway. Yeah, record. Nigga, Snapchat me. Make sure y'all share the video. How you doing, baby?
Share the video.
Did you hear it was
cute?
He's alone. Oh, baby, I like your curls. Okay, so what with curly, baby? Look at little baby curly. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Have a nice flight. Hey, baby, on the light way of me.
I'm not saying people, but wow, come on. It really doesn't have to be this bad. I'm not even going to go into it because he's on the warpath with women, for black women. And there's a lot of us that, I guess, in the black sector of the community, we're against black women, you know what I mean? It all depends on the degree. Me, personally, my gripe was just, you know, I just couldn't have a good relationship with a black woman because that's who I wanted to be with, and I couldn't make it work. And that was a long time ago, but, you know, I love my son. I made a beautiful son out of it. You know what I mean? A strong man out of it. That's what I can get out of a black relationship. I got a strong son. Number one son. My son. You know what I mean? The creation of myself. You know what I mean? Bigger, stronger, smart. Just got to put more into it. You know what I mean? But that's how life really is. Let's track something else out today. What's this here? Oh, man. What I like, what I...
You guys do know what's going on here, right?
Uh-oh. Guess who that is?
You do know that with the Starbucks thing and the several other things that black people get free money from, you do know that this has become a new hustle for them. Claim racism, scare the hell out of a company then pays you for it. You know, like what they're doing to Google and YouTube to make them take down videos of mine and other people. The leftist movement is all about wealth transfer. And what this whore did behind me, big face, fake blonde, yeah. What she did is a shame. And one of the people in my comment section sent me this video, but I'm sorry, I didn't get a chance to see who it is. But you shout yourself out because it was in the comment section of my last video. This black woman got a bunch of shares. Video went viral. And what she did was she said a white cop pulled her over, harassed her, and threatened her.
Wow.
Now, I want you guys to take a look at this. And it's a whole lot to this. And it's really sad. But the question is going to be, whose side are you with? Do you believe that the sheriff was racist? Or do you believe that the woman's a liar? Funny thing is, just like at my house, body cam footage or cameras shut down all the bullshit. Let's break some news.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to TN News. Your host.
I just wanted to cut it off right there. You can see much what the title's about. But Tommy's still around. Everybody's saying Tommy's around. He's chilling. Right, Tommy? You chilling, dog. Let's see. What's some more about Tommy here? Tommy's around.
I'm not saying that you talking about it is negative. I actually told Pearl that earlier. I said I wanted your focus based off of how you're acting towards me. You're not giving a solution. You're just pointing everything out. That's all you're doing.
Did y'all? You remember we had that same discussion? I told you what the solution is in literally what you just said. If I say, man, you keep touching that stove and burning your hand, why would you keep your hand on the stove and say, well, what's the solution? The solution was in the thing I pointed out. You put your hand on the stove and it's burning it. How would you just sit there and ask me what is the solution when I said we spend more time on hair than fitness and fitness is killing us? So what's the solution? Really?
I'm not saying what's the solution.
Forgive me for my hand, people. But Tommy, you're right. Tommy, you're right. You're right. Because a lot of people don't know how to fast. You know what I mean? You got to be one with the creator, right? You got to learn how to fast. You got to learn how to control your eating. And you're eating a lot of poison out there now. It's not like when we was kids. When we was kids, we was eating so much poison. You know what I'm saying? I got friends that are missing teeth because of back in the day when they were growing up. Okay? From drinking Mountain Dew and Pop Rocks and everything else, right? All that stuff when we was having little kids that still are on the market right now. But Tommy's right about certain things. You know what I mean? Can't take everything away from Tommy, right? Let's listen more.
Literally said that. Whoa. That's literally what you said.
I said instead of pointing out all these negatives and just leaving it there, I say you should point them out and then be like, you know what? You guys should do this. Consider doing this. Consider doing that. That's what I was saying.
So I got to tell these so-called educated black women who are the most educated women on the planet that if they're dying by not working out, I should also tell them to work out at the end of the sentence. You're seriously saying this?
I would say encourage them. That's my focus. Encourage them.
Have you ever played a sport?
Excuse me?
Have you ever been in sports?
Yes, I ran track.
All right.
Okay.
I played football, baseball, basketball. And when you do these things, your coaches,
right?
How do they talk to you?
Aggressively.
Yes, they do. And when you do succeed and you get that gold medal or that first place, who do you go run and hug first? That person who taught you could be better than you were.
Yeah.
Who would not accept the fact that you were failing because they saw something greater in you than you even saw.
Tommy's right. Tommy, you're right.
Your parents,
I understand
do they talk
that.
to you as nice as they talk to the neighbor's kids? No. And why don't they? Because they don't give a shit about the neighbor's kids.
Right.
They give a shit about you.
Right.
So they don't care when the neighbor's kid says, look, I made a 75. You pat him on the head, be like, that's great, you jackass. What'd you say? I'm like, that's great. But when you come home with a 75, you get shit taken away from you. You get put on punishment.
Right.
So when I talk about black women the way I do, these same aggressive, strong-ass black women should get it. Because y'all talked about black men like that in the 80s, 90s, and 2000 when you were on Phil Donahue saying that black men was gay, black men don't take care of their kids, black men ain't educated, black men don't have no jobs. And we had to sit there and listen at this shit. Oprah built an empire off talking shit about black men.
Yes. You
got a movie called Waiting to Exhale. Go check it out. The 4 bitches was fine, but the niggas ain't shit.
Right.
You didn't see her sit up there complaining and shit, boycotting the damn person who made the video. Saying we want to boycott this person. Tyler Perry don't do nothing but talk shit about black dudes.
Wow.
I honestly, personally, I feel like black men just don't care as much as women do.
Because either we...
Wow. That was powerful, people. That's why I say sometimes Tommy has his right moments. He has his right powerful moments where you can't not deny what he says. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, it's all about, you know, self-respect. You know what I mean? Wow. Tommy got me on that one because Tommy's right about that. That's why it pisses me off because sometimes Tommy's right about certain things, but she's right too. Like, you know, but he explained why he doesn't want to. He said, like, you know, go for yourself. Like us black men and men have to do it for ourselves, regardless of the circumstance. I understand that. Boy, I understand that. So this is a pretty good one with Tommy here. Let me put it back on.
Get it right or we take the criticism. No. Listen what I'm saying. Black women are only motherfuckers get tattoos on their back but get mad you call them a tramp. White women actually call it tramp stamp because they at least know whatever they do, they're going to get judged by it. Black women are the only stupid motherfuckers who don't want you to judge them by their actions. They can have 3 kids and still be called a queen. You can't pull that shit on a white woman. A white woman knows if she got 3 kids by 3 different persons, it's a bad deal. Black women are still sit up there. I had a black woman on my show, had 4 kids by 4 different dudes, no job, and she said she deserved a man with a job. She said this openly in public. I couldn't believe she was saying it. I said, ma'am, you have 4 kids by 4 different dudes, and is what she said.
Wow.
I have a shirt, and the shirt reads like this. It says, what's the difference between a fat black woman and a fat white woman? The answer is, the fat white woman knows she's fat.
Wow.
Black women say they thick all the fucking time, no matter how fucking fat they are. You can go to Instagram right now and see a fat-ass bitch on fleek. Poking her butt out, showing you she got big butt, but she got big everything. Everything on this bitch is big, but you can't call her fat. And if you say something about her being fat, she'll go off on you and tell you this line. And I'm sure you've heard it because every black woman has uttered it at least once. I ain't never had no complaints. Really? Who the fuck can complain to somebody who won't listen? You know they won't listen. Why would you complain to a group of people who won't listen to the complaint?
Yeah, Tommy's right.
Women sit up there and say, we get our hair like that because we know y'all like hair. We trying to attract black men. Every time a woman says that, the next thing I ask her is, did you notice that most black men's complaint is your attitude, not your hair?
Right, yes.
But you refuse to take on the white woman's attitude, but you'll take on the white woman's hair. Make that make sense. As a matter of fact, you make fun of a black man when he says he'd rather be with a white woman because of her attitude. You can't handle a strong black woman. Whoa! So now I got to deal with your jackass attitude, and you think that if I refuse to deal with your jackass attitude, but you refuse to deal with your jackass hair because you think it's too difficult to deal with, because it's too hard to deal with. So you'd rather go put some outside hair in your head. Well, wait a minute. Shouldn't men do the same thing? If it's so difficult to deal with black women, they should go get somebody that's not that difficult, just like you do when you get weave.
Wow.
There's a white woman who tanned so much that she got about your color. Or my color, damn near. Do you know they put that woman in an insane asylum?
Wow.
Because she kept getting tan and she felt like she wanted to be this color, but they feel like that's some weird shit, dear. They put this woman in an insane asylum and she came out and apologized for doing it.
Wow.
But there's no black woman that's apologizing for this bitch walking around with this blonde ass lace front, looking like a straight up clown. Every race of people think y'all look stupid, but you the only people who don't think you look stupid walking around like that. You're the only one. Every time I post a picture of somebody like that, I had a tranny calling my show and I said, why do y'all get along with black women so much? This is what the tranny said. He said, oh, because they're easy to imitate.
Wow.
Have you noticed how many celebrities get caught fucking trannies because we can't tell the difference between a tranny and a regular black woman because y'all look just like trannies?
Wow.
A tranny has fake hair, you have fake hair. A tranny draws on their eyebrows, you draw on your eyebrows.
Exactly.
A tranny puts on way too much foundation, you put on way too much foundation. A tranny...
But I'm sorry. Tommy's right about that. He's right about that. How can a man actually tell the difference between a transsexual and a woman nowadays when everybody wears fake stuff? Okay. Now, there's a lot of people on my Instagram that I help them promote their products and stuff like that because it's a business. You know what I'm saying? I like to see things generate one way or another. You know what I mean? Because I you know what I mean? It's called helping each other, right? But I'm sorry, Tommy's on point with this. I'm sorry, I'm still continuing on this video because, you know, real is real on this, man. You know, Tommy's right. I hate to say that. A lot of things he said is right because I wouldn't want I have a daughter and I just want her to be real with herself. You know what I'm saying? I don't want her to pretend to be somebody else. I don't want her to be thinking that everything is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Life is hard for her growing up now. You know what I mean? You got to go through all these trials of being a woman and then have to deal with a man that's being a woman. And then you got to deal with the size black of what kind of man you want in life. So there's a lot of different things that I have to deal with as a father and has a daughter. You know what I'm saying? And I try to be as balanced as I can, but I can't. You know what I'm saying? Because I know in the back of my mind, I'm still her father and I got to act this way and I got to be overprotective. You know what I'm saying? I love my daughter. So I kind of understand where this is going right here. Let me finish. I'm sorry, people. Let me finish.
Has blonde, blue, green, and be out in public talking like this. You do that. A tranny is over-sexualized. You are over-sexualized. We literally can't tell the difference. Do you know right now there's a lot of men who won't date women without kids because they're afraid they might be trannies?
Yep.
I'm not making this up. There are men who will not date women without kids because they're afraid if they haven't had a kid by a certain age, it's probably a tranny.
Right, it's true. Yes.
We should not have to date women that we don't even know if they're trannies or not, because everything on them is fake and everything on a tranny is fake. If everything on you is fake, why would you say a man hates black women when he can't even get one? The last time I seen a real black woman was 85.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
1985 was last time. And let me ask you this.
That's 85.
What
Yeah.
black women doing with their hair?
Shit.
How were they going to get their doctorate degrees?
Wow. Like
how did
high school
Condoleezza Rice get what she got when she didn't have no weave? How she got it? How she do all that schoolwork? How did all the women before now do all they did without weave? How can you not even understand that what I'm trying to do is build the self-esteem of black women by telling them they look better naturally than non-naturally? Like, this is a weird fight. Right. I want y'all to see this. This is a weird fight. I'm fighting with women who are trying to convince me that I'm wrong for telling them they look better naturally. Wow. See, white women and other women of other races have figured out you can get a man to run through a fucking wall for you if you just pat his back.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
This is what black men have been asking for. We haven't been asking for you to wear weave. We could give a shit less. We love Pam Grier with her big afro. Black men like fine bitches. We don't care what's on their head. And you can ask a black man right now. If you fine enough, we don't give a shit what you look like. Matter of fact, look at Amber Rose. This bitch don't have any hair.
Right.
How she keep getting men? She has no hair.
Right.
She said there was a black man on a train and he was looking out of the window. While he was looking out of the window, they were approaching a tunnel. A white man saw that if he kept his head out there, the tunnel was going to decapitate him. So the white man said to him, "Hey, you black monkey nigger, put your head back into the train or it's going to cut your head off." She said the black man looked at the white man and said, while talking with his head out the window, "How dare you talk to me? I ain't going to let nobody." He got his head cut off.
Yeah.
She said black people are so stupid that they will argue a fact because they don't like how it was presented to them.
This is powerful.
You know black people now, and let's just throw you out of it. You know black people who will deny a fact because they don't like how it was presented. You tell your friend her man cheating, she'll get mad at the way you said it and turn against you, even though he actually was cheating.
Right. Yes.
You've lost friends over telling them the fucking truth.
Yes.
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 You don't think that's weird?
Of course you did.
I do think that's odd.
We as black people got to learn to accept the truth no matter how it's said. Because like my grandmama said, if
it's
that
true.
dude had just taken 2 seconds to pull his head back in, he could have went and kicked that white boy's ass.
Right.
And still had his head. I pointed out and I made it to where they had to nationally apologize for it. That's how big my voice is. I just like kissing my own ass sometimes because ain't nobody else gonna do it. I saw this advertisement. In that advertisement, it showed 3 groups of people: a Hispanic woman, her husband, and their baby; a white woman, her husband, and their baby; a black woman and her baby. This was a national advertisement. I pointed out, you notice how they never show black women with a man? Ask your friend Pearl. I showed her how they did this insurance commercial. The insurance commercial, the black woman's name was Kanisha. And Kanisha was getting insurance, and she was there with her and her son and wasn't married. They don't advertise shit like that for white women. Why? So the world doesn't have to tell you they think little of you. Just watch Saturday Night Live and see how they make the black girl act on every one of them. Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, no, you didn't. Every fucking skit she has to act like this.
Yeah.
Just go look. You ever seen the movie Bad Boys? Mm-hmm. Remember when that black girl grabbed her son and said, "Y'all motherfuckers need Jesus"? Remember that? Yeah. You know they had that same woman in the movie I, Robot? Wow. She did the exact same thing in the movie I, Robot. Go look at the show Big Bang Theory. Big Bang Theory. Great show, no black women. One time a black woman showed up, they went to the DMV. The other time a black woman showed up, he went to a customer service place. Guess how the black woman acted in both scenes? A jackass. Both scenes. So white people don't have to tell black women they think of them as jokes. They just present it to the world that you are.
That was powerful, man. There's Tommy. I guess he's always around. He's speaking his mind. You know what I mean? Tommy on the fat and the loud black women. Stress test. Yeah. It's stressful, right? You know? It's stressful that our lives, all we do is want to hurt one another for nothing, you know what I mean? I guess that's how it is. Let's see, do you want to know someone's love you? Yeah. Yeah, this chick, I'm not a chick. I shouldn't even call her a chick like that. This woman here, Angel, Angel Speaks, she's pretty good. I like some of the stuff she says. It talks more about the spiritual realm and things that are around. You know, it's very deep. But Tommy, I don't know what's going on with Tommy. But Tommy's there, you know what I mean? Speaking his mind. What are you gonna do?
So when black women get mad that people are calling them whores and hair hats, stop fucking random dudes and wearing weaves. You wouldn't have the title. But instead, you get...
Like he always does, he pops right up and everything, right? No, but Tommy, man, he says some real stuff sometimes, man. He says some stuff that needs to be said. Oh, now he's got his point about Bill Cosby. Are we going there? Let's go fast.
Daddy, I would have been like, you know him? I'd have been more surprised that they said something about this guy. I've never seen a Yo Daddy fight.
Yeah.
So Bill Cosby put in front of America, like you said, the black people were able to look at a fully functional family, because in the 80s we didn't have it. The crack had started to destroy the black family after the whole Great Society. Mm-hmm. You had this man showing civility and manhood and being a man in his house, and most of us didn't see it. And you also had white people saying, well, maybe all the black people aren't like what we're seeing on the news, because here's a different set. Because a lot of white people's only interaction with black is either through music or through television. That's it. So why not have this positive view? Well, I also remember when I was growing up in the Cosby Show.
I'm just saying, before I get more into Tommy here, I'm going to tell you something, man. We didn't need, where I live at, we didn't need Bill Cosby. We needed each other to keep working and thriving with each other. That's what we need. We need to keep building up in our community. They kept pushing us down. They kept finding ways. I'm going to tell you right now, a lot of black-owned businesses, a lot of them were pushed out of certain areas because certain people were getting jealous of the black businesses. Everybody keeps saying we need to build businesses, but you got to understand, jealousy is very dangerous in the world. You know what I mean? Jealousy is a killer, okay? Now, this is the reason why we, as black people in my sector of the United States, that's how we had to learn. We had to learn that we had to fight for certain things in our neighborhood. You know what I mean? We had to go and fight for what's ours. You know what I mean? And people saw that, you know, these black people wanted certain things and Spanish people wanted certain things. It happened. It didn't matter what somebody else said. It's going to happen. You know what I mean? You got to have a strong will to want to keep pushing your dreams. You know what I mean? Especially around where I live at. So there is a such thing as Bill Cosby had nothing to do with a lot of that. It was just strong people that believe in it, believing that their children and everything. You know what I mean? They believe in education. There's a lot of people that believed in education. You know what I mean? They didn't need Bill Cosby to do that, but, you know. Let's go and continue. Sorry.
I remember black people turning against the Cosby Show saying, well, that ain't real. That ain't real. Yeah. We want to keep it real. So what they started to do was give black people what they asked for. Real. Dysfunction. Love and hip hop. Housewives. Where the women were never wives. They were just women that got knocked up. Yeah. But drink throwing in each other's faces and fighting in the middle of the streets and world star hip hop now. That's the black family. How do you separate that?
A lot of that stuff he says, Tommy says, is true. He's right. You know what I mean? Because they converted that. But it ain't like with Bill Cosby, a lot of things he did, yeah, okay. A lot of people think he did a lot of great things, okay? People don't understand. If you get a certain amount of volume of money, you have to spend it on taxes. It's called tax. You get a tax refund every year, okay? Now, if you have enough money, you have to invest so much of your money, okay? You have to invest it or you'll lose it. You can lose some money. So you invest some of your money in certain things, in certain areas, so it gets a tax write-off. If people understood how a tax write-off works when you stop becoming rich and all the breaks you get for doing certain things, okay? I'm not taking nothing away from Bill Cosby as far as him educating certain people, okay? He probably did a lot of things out there, but he did not make a building block for himself. He was not a politician. You know what I mean? He didn't know how to put money into funding in certain areas that are political, okay? He didn't do a lot of political. He was more like the type that he thought he did a couple of schools and this and that, and they made him honorary doctor, whatever. That's all that was, man. Because all he did was donate some money, man. And people making this thing to be a big, big thing, okay? Bill Cosby made mistakes like any man will make mistakes. I understand that, but guess what? He's in a different bracket than any other average rich man, okay? The average man in this world is like Good Times right now. You know what Good Times is? That's what the average man is to me. Good times. You don't have much. You know what I mean? You're lucky if you're married. You're lucky if you have certain things in your life that you can have, okay? Everybody's living on a good time road right now. Nobody's living on no Bill Cosby road. So if he was so much of a big role model like he's supposed to be, then why are we still in the mess we in? How come Bill Cosby ain't going to those projects down there and saying, look it, I'm going to give you incentive. If you want to reduce to help you out, you're going to have to help take care of you where you live at. You got to have incentives of making you want to do more with where you live at and do more with educating your kids, picking your kids up, doing certain things in projects that need to be done. Like they kept taking these funding away from projects, but nobody want to talk about that. I can go deep in the areas with Bill Cosby that he could have been doing instead of just donating a shitload of money just for a tax write-off, okay? It doesn't take a genius to figure that out, okay? But as far as that, man, like certain things that people talk about, like Tommy there, he's doing his own thing. He's going through his own life, and that's why I stopped really getting deep in with Tommy, because Tommy's just going to go, sometimes you reap what you sow in certain areas, certain things he did that he could have made it a lot better instead of making it worse. You know what I mean? He shouldn't be putting his sister on blast like that, and then he can't figure out a solution or a way of figuring that out. You know what I mean? Making her realize it. Make her, you ever think about, anybody can talk bad about somebody. The hard thing is like how to mend that. How to make it a better person, make her a better person. You know what I'm saying? Like there was things like Tommy talked about earlier in the little clip that I showed you. About how a woman that has 4 children that he's had a panel with that he was talking to, that had a nerve to sit there and had a nerve to say that she wanted a man that worked. When all her life she had different fathers with different kids. You can't ask for certain things like that when you just be a blessing that a man loves you for who you are. That's the blessing you should be asking for. Not a man with a job, a man that actually loves you for who he is. For who you are. You know what I mean? Times are rough right now. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of things Tommy say on there I agree with. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things I agree with. But I don't go so far with it. I have to come with a solution. Regardless if she doesn't come with a solution, I'm going to come with a solution. Okay? And I'm going to talk to her. I'm going to try and get in touch with her because, know why? Because she has little children that needs to know what a real man that comes in her life that has to be. You know what I'm saying? And Tommy could be that guy that came into her life and say, look it, and show and talk a certain way with her that when her children watching a YouTube video of her mother, instead of watching the mother getting broken down by Tommy, that the kids that are probably watching the YouTube video of their mother can sit there and say, Tommy says, look, you got to do this. I want you to go to school. What about you going back to school? You know what I mean? Why don't you show that your kids that you can be a strong black woman and help her to go back to school. Help her to be something good. You know what I mean? Take some of your money and go, look it, I'm going to do this, right? I want you to take a trade. And I want you to come back in the show and tell me what you want to be. And I'm going to try to help you to be something good because you got 4 children at home that needs a good mother in the house because the fathers are everywhere. But you're the one that's taking care of the children. Why don't we figure out ways of helping you to get do better things in your life? That's what I wanted Tommy to say and do. For the money he's making off of YouTube and the money he makes off of everybody on YouTube, that's what I wanted Tommy to do. was a show like that. I know he does probably help people to a certain point, but I'm saying to a point where you're showing education. You're showing that this is what happens when you help somebody. And then it shows other black women and other women, young and old, that this guy, even though he said these things, he's still helping this black woman become a better woman. And then next thing you know, she got a relationship with a real man that understands her because he sees that she's working hard. She's educating herself because of the things she did and the bad relationships in her life. That's a video. That's a real video. You know? That's what's going to make you have more people donating more to you, because what you're doing with the donation, or so much of the donation, you're trying to help the people that you made the show about become better people. And then you do updates over the years. And if you helped them and then they failed in life, they said, I don't want to do that, I want to go back and doing that. And then you can say, you can't say that I didn't help you. You can't say this. You know what I'm saying? You could have something to fall back on because you physically or whatever helped, right? But Tommy, look at this. Tommy this, Tommy that. I don't know. They say Tommy's not around, but he's always going to be around. I'm going to tell you that. He'll just create another channel, or he'll create another way of saying that. Or he won't show himself. Because 90% of the time when you show yourself, people don't like it just because what they see. You know what I mean? But I think Tommy just going to go through phases like everybody else. We're all going through phases, good or bad. We're going through phases because it's getting to a time where, you know what I mean, YouTube wants to switch it around where everybody is going to be now, you have to be almost like it's, I hate to say it this way, but it's going to be like you're going to church. You got to mind your P's and Q's. You got to watch what you say and how you express yourself and how, your feelings and everything else, and how you make videos. And you can't take from here, or you can't use somebody else's stuff because they're making money off you. And it's just the point where you talked about them. They don't like that, but they made enough money off you to say, wow, you know. I just don't understand that. But anyway, I'm 4-2K. And on a 4-2K channel. I hope everybody has a good day, good evening. But Tommy's around. He's always going to be around. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tommy. I have no deep feelings about how you feel about black women, and you're just expressing yourself like I try to express myself. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't like the point where you block everybody's videos that talk about you. But it comes with the territory. You should know that by now. You should unblock everybody's videos and then do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? It's only going to make you better in the end. All right, people. It's 4-2K. Everybody.